Hey guys, welcome to Baldwin House Hobbies. Thanks for watching this video.
Hey guys, welcome back to Baldwin House Hobbies. My name's Dean. I'm here with my dad, Tim. We are with a Blue Angel Boeing A-18 Hornet. It's been my dream to be a pilot and fly the A-18 Super Hornet pilot with the Blue Angels.
Yeah, he's ever since he was born, he had a plane in his hand. So we took him to an air show back. Gosh, you were 4. Back when he was like 4, and he got to see the Blue Angels and the Legacy Hornets, which this one is. They've recently transitioned over to Super Hornets. The Super Hornet, the difference between that, you've got more of a squared off the tail section, elevator, as well as the vertical stabilizers are more squared off. There's also another difference when in the wing. There's the small section out here that folds up. It actually juts out just a little bit more. Um, so if you guys are trying to decipher the difference, that'll be different. It's also the Super Hornets are a lot bigger than the Legacy Hornets. So we have here the free wing uh, F-18 Blue Angel, and it's got the high performance 90 millimeter 12 blade in it. I'm going to go ahead and get it opened up so you guys can see the battery compartment here. So I'm going to get that open.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So as again, you guys can see, I'm using the 4000 as a test. This plane should be run off a 5 to 6000 6 cell. I've got an AR 700 in there uh, for our receiver, so that we have everything that we need to do. You can see that this compartment is plenty big enough for everything that you need. It will definitely fit a 6000 in there with no issues. All right, why don't you go ahead and put that cover back on?
Show them the rest of it.
Yep.
Show
So,
them gear.
yeah. So as you guys can see, there's a couple things on the plane that we have not put on. There's some antennas up here. This is just extra details for the plane. They look better, but we didn't put our antennas on here. We also didn't put the side skirt right here on. It's not going to make a difference in the flying capabilities of the plane, and it's just a detail that you guys can have for a model. All right, so for this plane, as you guys can see up on the top here, we have full flaps here, both sides. We've got our ailerons. We have our elevators, and then we have our dual rudder here. So on the controls, I've set up a 3-position switch for our flaps, and I put a timer on it. So if you guys can watch those go down, that's our takeoff flap setting, and then we have full flap landing. It takes about 2 seconds. It's a 2-second timer for it to go all the way up. So it's a little. It keeps you from having to do a bunch of craziness with the elevator and stuff and catching it. So it just gives it a little bit. It slows it down the timing. We also have our full functioning ailerons, and then on the tail we have the entire tail move. So you can go all the way. The whole tail moves instead of just a section on the back like some of the other models that we have. And then we also have our rudders in the elevator. So we've got that. In programming, if you guys go check out Two Brothers RC, they have full span flaps like the true F-18 will have. You can do that. They also crow in for takeoff and landings. They'll crow in these
The rudders.
the rudders, and when you guys get the plane comes with a bunch of different decals and stuff that you can put on their water slide. We chose jet number 1. Really, it doesn't matter what jet you choose. They're all really cool. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get the thing flipped over so you guys can see the landing gear.
I'll probably flip the switch.
All right, so
Listen, my dad wants to flip the switch.
all right.
Let me get the remote.
All right. So you guys can see the bottom here. Everything looks really good. The decals are set up exactly the way they need to do. We did not have to do the decals on the bottom of this. It comes with that. The only thing that we put in where the numbers, the tail number here, the Blue Angel on the side, as well as the Blue Angel graphic. All right, Dean, do you want to go ahead and flip that gear switch?
Wait, just the... Hello?
Okay, so as we got the gear out, it's got a nice landing light in the front. These are all spring loaded, so there's no servo. When the front main gear goes down, it closes those doors. As I said on previous models, always check your springs. Spring loading, that's just a maintenance thing you need to check. Same thing with the main gear doors; those are spring loaded too. These wheels go way back in there, but they have really nice. They did some really nice struts on this. It's not. I mean, they're really stiff, so it takes a minute to push them down. I like that. We land on grass, so we should have it shouldn't have any issues. If you are landing on pavement, you may want to adjust your springs in there to give it a little more cushion. All right, you want to hit that gear switch.
Hello? There we go.
Okay, so you can see that sequence there. He hit that switch. It's a 12-second difference. I counted 12 seconds for that. Again, double check yours. Your timer may be a little bit different from ours, but the way this one was running was 12 seconds. So we know if we ever have an issue, we need 12 seconds to pull the gear up. If you guys come back here and look at the back of the airplane, there are two panels right here. These are off of the plane when you get it. These glue on, but all your servos and your linkages are underneath this. So you guys want to make sure that those are on there and glued in. This is where our EDF bay is. So it's 4 screws, pull it out. And we also have our cheater hole here for our EDF, which again, you'll need those. It's a good size, but if you guys are seeing that cheater hole, that's plastic. This is some plastic. All the gear housing looks great. So I'll go ahead and get this thing turned back over. All right.
In real life, jets don't have cheater holes.
Nope, they do not. We need those for the EDF because we need to be able to put out enough power for everything. Cool, interesting fact about this airplane. I applaud my son. He spent 4 years of his life trying to save up for this airplane. So this is his plane, not mine. I will probably end up doing the Maiden with him. He's been practicing on some other jets. The E-Flight Viper is another jet that we use. It's a smaller 70 millimeter, but it has safe on it. He's been practicing with that. He's also practiced with a couple UMX jets, which he does really well with. So I think he's excited about doing this Maiden, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as it dries up and we get some time out in the field, we'll go ahead and get this thing Maiden for you guys, and you'll be able to get to see that. And hopefully he'll be pilot in command on that one. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.